Hi, my name is Steve Shelby, owner of FarVision Cybersecurity. I've been working for myself since 2007, and everyone's working from home. It's a new thing. How do you have a schedule? Working from home is terrible. What do I do? I'm sleeping in late or staying up late. Uh, you have to have discipline. I've been doing this for 14 years now, and I have a routine. You have to develop your own routine. So I like to get up at 6 o'clock every morning and grab a cup of coffee and sit outside. Being in South Florida, we want to have some nice morning time. So I sit out back on my table on my porch and have a cup of coffee, check Facebook, spend maybe an hour. So from 6 to 7, it's time to catch the sunrise. You have some nice breeze usually, and it's nice to get that morning relaxed time. It's great. It's invigorating. And at 7 o'clock, we're done. So you get 1 hour, and jump in the shower, get your morning going, shaving, do your whole thing. And I like to make some breakfast right away, kind of get it out of the way, get that energy going. And so from 7 to 8, it's time to take care of all those things and sit down at my desk, usually with a bagel or something, at 8 o'clock. And I like to have that going. I like to be ready to rock and roll at 8 o'clock because some of our clients start calling at 8:30, and I like to be ready and done and ready to go, working on email, working on the website, checking the business Facebook. You can't spend all day on Facebook, but if you've got some company pages, you have people messaging you or you're running ads, you have to check the page insights, you have to do the actual things of managing the website, the Facebook page. So you do have to be on Facebook. You have to work at not getting distracted. And of course, it goes without saying no games or any of that ridiculous stuff. But you can get caught in the political discussions and what's going on with that. So that's something to do on your own time. So I like to have a quiet time. If there's some dog or cat running around, someone in the house, I close that door. That door is closed. I have a fan in the corner. Air conditioning is on. Door is closed, and it's quiet time. Everyone in the house knows it's time for work. We're working. If the door is closed, it's quiet time, and that's the way I like to do it. If I'm in here and I'm talking, I might be on the phone. I like to have a nice headset, Bluetooth headset. We'll go over equipment later on. I'll put an ad in for that. But I like to have a nice Bluetooth headset. The phone is on the counter. It's plugged in. Everything's ready to rock and roll. And you're set. You've got the whole desk set up. You're set up all here. And it's quiet time. So if that door is closed, I'm not available. I'm working. If I want to get up and go out, the door is open. Therefore, it is time to engage and do your other things that you might have to do around the house, to start a load of laundry or dishwasher or something like that, just to take that hour or 2 hours. You don't have to wait until 5 o'clock to start your laundry, but it's tricky to not get caught up in regular housework things during the work day when you're trying to get some work done. You can get caught up, and all of a sudden a couple hours go by, and you lose your train of thought, you lose your creativity. Work time is for work time. Keep your day filled. So I like to have Zoom meetings. I have a couple of Zoom meetings I do throughout the day. There's a wired headset I use depending on the fidelity that I want, with 2 earpieces and microphone, or the one of the Bluetooth. But I like to fill my day. If I don't have client appointments, or I'm not working on some ads or electronic marketing things that you have to do, newsletters and whatnot, I like to say, you can never say, I don't know what to do. I'm bored. I don't know what to do next. You can never say that. So you fill your time. You have your Zoom meetings are the new thing, so you can be presenting Zoom meetings. It's very inexpensive. There's a ton of free stuff you can do with the free version, but the pro version is inexpensive as well. If you want to share handouts, be the expert. Schedule your own Zoom meetings. If nothing else, join Zoom meetings. There's a couple of Facebook groups for joining Zoom meetings. There's groups to be in. There's one daily call I really enjoy that's at noon. I get a lot of mileage out of that. Never had that before. So it's a marketing call. It's a business call, some marketing stuff, depending on the host. They might have marketing folks join. They might have something on my particular industry. It might be phone systems. It might be firewalls. I can't join a call. I can't join a webinar. I can't start a webinar for 2 hours and just have it running. I have to be engaged. There are some webinars that I enjoy, but you also can't spend your day on webinars. So I like to mix my time up, and one call a day for sure. If I don't have a call scheduled in the day, I feel bad. I want to have something scheduled. Maybe 2 things scheduled. 3 is kind of tight. I like to have a regular work day. You can't just be on conference calls all day long. It has to actually drive business. I like to have a regular lunch. So around noon or 1, you want to have a regular work day. You want to have a regular 9 to 5 work day. Step up to get a cup of coffee. Grab your lunch. Noon, 1, 1:30, something like that. 2, I guess, if you have to. But it should be a regular work day where you have your time scheduled. You know what you're going to do. It is like a regular work day. I like to work at my desk, and if I ever feel like fooling around and doing something unproductive, I consider, what if my boss was behind my shoulder? What if someone else was watching what I was doing for the business? And if my boss was watching me, should I be doing what we be doing? Should I be doing what I'm doing? And if the answer is no, don't do it. Take that off on your own time. Fool around on your Facebook after 5. Maybe go have a smoke break for 5 minutes, but do that outside. You lose your train of thought if you let yourself be distracted, and then you go down a path of losing productivity because you get tied up in whatever these other things you are getting tied up on. And then at 5 o'clock, you're done. You step away from the desk. If you're in the middle of something and you're really getting it done and you have this creativity burst and it's good, stick with it. 6, 7, 8. If you work for yourself, it's not always a 9 to 5 kind of thing. If you're starting out, if you have a decent book of business, it's good to have a schedule, because depending if it's actual billable client time, you have to do the job. But if it is working on the website and you have to put another couple hours into it, it doesn't have to be 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. Go have some relaxed time, recharge your batteries, go outside, sit out back, watch a show. That time can be put in to the next morning. Take notes. Maybe type some notes into your note-taking software using whatever plugins you want to have, so you have a schedule. I'll go over some tools later on. I've got a handful of tools I've learned to use over the years that help me, to-do lists and things like that. There's Google plugins and things like that. There's notepad programs, so you don't have to have pieces of paper lying around. It also helps to have a piece of paper on the desk. You know what you're doing. Little notepad, piece of paper. You got a burst of creativity. Maybe you're rebooting the computer, or you don't feel like running the notepad, or it's locked up or something. Grab that pen and paper. I always have pen and paper next to me. I never know when I'm going to have a good thought. I'll be on a phone call. Someone might say a vendor name, or I might see somebody's name. I want to write that down. I don't want to task switch away. Pen and paper, you got to have it. And that's it. That's some kind of quick tips that I've got. I will cover some tools later on to be more productive in your business, but those are just a couple tips and tricks that I like to have in my daily workday, and that's what I like to do. Thank you.